While the prosecution in Alec Baldwin's Rust trial appeared to begin with a strong case, at least 2 jurors revealed they already had doubts about the actor's guilt before the charge was dismissed on July 12. Subscribe my channel for update news. Judge Mary Marlowe Summer dismissed Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter charge with prejudice following 2 days of trial testimony from experts called by the prosecution. Cinematographer Helena Hutchins died October 21, 2021 after a gun Baldwin was holding fired on the Bonanza Creek Ranch film set in New Mexico. As the week went by, it didn't seem like a very strong case, juror number 7, Johanna Hogg, told the New York Times in a phone interview. To convict Baldwin, the jury would have had to decide that the 30 Rock star acted with willful disregard on the set of Rust. The prosecution's case hinged on accusations of Baldwin's reported recklessness on set with firearms along with his lack of attendance at safety meetings. However, Hogg was not convinced the grave carelessness that allegedly led to Hutchins' death existed on the Rust set. During the only 2 days of testimony, the jury was shown footage of the immediate aftermath as police and paramedics arrived and began to treat the cinematographer. Baldwin just looked shocked and stunned and so sad, Hogg explained to the outlet. It was clearly an accident, and the idea that there's anything purposeful, or the idea that there was this grave carelessness that caused this, didn't seem realistic to me. While establishing the facts for the jury, the prosecution explained the state's theory of how the live bullet ended up inside the replica revolver on the movie set. Special Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey has maintained that Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed unknowingly brought live rounds onto the set and then failed to identify the rounds amid the dummy rounds. She then loaded the live round into the gun, indicating it was cold. Gutierrez Reed was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in March. For juror number 9, identified in court documents as Gabrielle Picayo, finding out Baldwin did not load the gun began to sway her point of view. "I'm still here, I'm still open to hearing and obviously trying to stay unbiased, but I was starting to move towards the direction of thinking that this was very silly, and he should not be on trial," Picayo told the New York Times. Picayo seemed to think in line with Baldwin's legal team's defense, that as an actor, he did not have a duty to inspect the firearm on set. "Alec Baldwin is an actor, right?" she asked the outlet. Picayo noted she did not think it was his job to know about gun safety. "I think he would have trusted the people, on the set to do their job. But, I wasn't presented with all of the evidence, so I don't know what could have swayed me," she added. Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter trial came to a halt on Friday, July 12, after his lawyers filed a motion to dismiss mid-trial. Summer sent the jury home for the day in order to hear arguments along with testimony. Baldwin's attorneys, Luke Nikas and Alex Spiro, argued the state had withheld evidence from the defense after a box of ammo, possibly relating to the Rust case, was brought into the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department during Gutierrez Reed's trial, 2 years after the fatal on-set shooting. The ammo was inventoried by a crime scene technician and then entered into general evidence instead of the Rust evidence database. During testimony, Judge Summer heard lead detective Corporal Alexandria Hancock admit the decision was made by herself, supervisors and special prosecutors. Judge Summer dismissed the case, telling Baldwin in the courtroom there was no way for the court to right the prosecution's wrong. The state's willful withholding of this information was intentional and deliberate, the judge said. If this conduct does not rise to the level of bad faith, it certainly comes so near to bad faith as to show signs of scorching prejudice. For Hogg, Spiro's questioning of crime scene technician Marissa Popple was like a Perry Mason moment. "At that point, I really started to feel sorry for Mr. Baldwin," she admitted to the New York Times. "I thought, what's going on here? What is happening?" However, Hutchins' family lawyer slammed Judge Sommer's decision to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning charges cannot be brought against Baldwin again. "This in no way, shape, or form is an exoneration of Alec Baldwin," a statement shared with Fox News Digital stated. "This is not a decision based on the merits of the criminal case against him. It does not change the fact that Alec Baldwin killed Helena Hutchins. It does not change the fact that he fired a loaded gun while pointing it at a human being. We are very grateful for the work that law enforcement and the prosecutors have done. We know that they worked hard to seek justice for Helena Hutchins. We respectfully disagree with the court's characterization and conclusion about them, the statement added. We regret that the judge did not exercise any of the other options available to her, which would have allowed the criminal prosecution to proceed. The dismissal of the criminal case, despite the strength of the evidence of what Alec Baldwin did, only strengthens our resolve to pursue justice in the civil case that we have filed against him in New Mexico and which is currently pending.
Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more information news, and also share my video with your friends and suggest me the content and give me suggestions.